Well, hello again. Another little short video. This one just to fill some time in, really, more than anything else. I've had some new stock, but also I brought one of my locos, which is always sitting over there at the back, and I brought it around because it has got something special. First of all, the new stock. I'll show you these, which I had from Steve at the Hobby Goblin. I was in there the other day and I've got a couple more. He's got loads of these in. These are, of course, these are all my coal wagons. But also what I bought is the Princess Arthur of Connaught. I won't go into this one much detail because there's lots of videos on this particular princess class. But this is what I'm talking about, which is my MPV. And so usually it's sitting over there, but I thought I'd bring it out for this video just to demonstrate it. But what it actually is, sitting in there, there's a Hornby Sapphire decoder, which means I can do fuel simulation. I do want to do other things, but the main thing I wanted it for was a fuel simulation. And I'll show you this in practice. So first of all, if you've got to have this, which is the Elite. This is the only thing that will actually run it. Now, if you go onto your manual and you go to this one, which is the programming, the fuel simulation, how to set it up, and this is how you actually set up the fuel part of it, which is on page 48 and 49 in the Elite manual. Or if you're online, you can actually read this off. If you haven't got the manual, you can read it off the downloads that you do. But basically, what you do is you set up how much fuel you want and you set the train off. Now, the faster the train goes, the more fuel it uses. So I'll show you this in detail now. So first of all, I'll go for the loco, which is this one. I'll now go to functions. You press this 3 times until you get to that off. You press the top one, which is on off. Let's set it off now. Forward. Speed 20. Speed 30. Speed 50. This goes around a couple of laps and then you'll see what happens. It's best doing these sapphires if you've got trains with lights in. It gives it effect. Steam, it will just stop. But with these, with the lights in, it looks a lot more impressive. Now it's stopped, but look. So at the front all the lights flash, at the back all the lights flash. So all you've got to do with that, once you've got that, is go to the button at the top, which is on off, do that. That puts it back to normal. Forward, speed 50, and your train back to normal. So you can do this as many times as you want. Speed 0. So it's very good for that point of view. I enjoy doing this, but I don't know how often I bring him out, but I can run it as a normal loco or I can run it with the fuel simulation on as well. Now, my Princess class, which is there, which is Princess, sound on. This has got a really brilliant slow speed. Speed 7. It'll go slower than this if I wanted to. Speed 50. Speed 50. It has got the fire glow in this one, has, so speed 0. Sound off. So as I say, it's a lovely train. I did have some problems. What it was is over here you can actually just see some of the stuff in there. This part of the track wasn't level, and as the train was coming around here, the front bogie was lifting off. It took me a little while to sort it. I've had to undo or lift all the track on both sections here, because my other one, which is my City of Edinburgh, that wouldn't go round either, or it partly go round. It'd go round on this track but not on this one, so I've had to do both tracks, but they're now okay now. I did have one particular chap with similar to that with a 121, and what it was is that although it's got no sound in it, you've got function 0, 1, 2 and 3, and what that does is this is Wales 2, Wales 2, lights on, cab on, rear on, coach on. So you can actually do them all individually like that. But also what you have to remember is when you're doing that in the Railmaster is you've got to have on and off. On and off is a latching. So if you, I've just had a gentleman rang me up the other day, presses the lights button, and the lights just go on and come off again. What it is, they've got to be on and off. That is the only way you can actually get them to stay on. It's like coal shovel, which you have in this particular type of train. And what it is you either have it on once or off. So it's the way we have to work them. So say my little station light there is working again, of course. I've got all my cars on, lit up. Some of my stock I've actually had to take off. Well, what it was is I was getting, squeeze around, I was getting a bit tight on all this here. I've got quite a few which have been now stored away, the ones I don't use so much. So these are the ones I tend to use. One thing is I don't have to go up to the turntable and bring them round. I can just snatch them off here, put them on the track and work them. It's a bit quicker, but everybody suits themselves. But if you notice my little meter, my alpha meter, it's showing us 0.8 of an amp, and that's with all these on as they are. The lights, of course, don't work off that, they work off special transformers. So the only thing that's on is actually the trains on the track. So same as this one here, which is the one I tend to mess around with a bit, is if I just click that back again, what we do on here is I just click on here, which is that. My dapple signal goes up. It is now going to let this one out. This will change in a second. There we go. Now, I haven't put this part, the signal I haven't put it in part of the program, but I could do it just the same. That's a dapple signal running off a TrainTech decoder unit. The one it's got, actually I can do another signal off this, the decoder that runs that, I can do another signal and run that one off as well. But also what you can actually do is, more so now they've got the double-headed semaphore signals, you can run that one straight off that unit I just bought if you need to. I say everything on mine is Train Tech. Here it comes. It'll stop here. Like that. The cab lights will go off. There we go. Lights will go off, and that's all finished. So this is the thing with it. I've been dealing with one or two people just over the last few days again. I enjoy doing this. I've been doing it now for about 8.5 years now, I think it is. I think it's 103 videos now I've done. I've done basically everything on Railmaster. But if anybody has got something specific that they want me to deal with, just please send me an email, my email's at the bottom of all my videos, and I will then accommodate a video specifically just for that purpose, whether it's the signalling, which is what I have here, whether it's the trains, setting the trains up, setting the decoders up, whatever it might be, please give me a call. I'm always here 7 days a week. I don't go out much, even with the lockdown I wasn't going out much anyway. But don't be afraid to call me. I'm always here to help. I've been dealing with other stuff like Cobalt motors, and I've just done one with a chat with a Mimic unit as well. So it's not just totally on to Railmaster, but things that can associate with Railmaster. So if you do want me, please give me a call. My number is 01782 302194, and my email address is there, and please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.